Hello, this is Daniel Marks, and today I'm going to be doing another movie theory video. Now, I already did this video, but due to some technical difficulties, I had to delete it, and I tried to re-upload it, but it didn't work out. So I'm just gonna, I did it multiple times, but it still didn't work out, so I'm just gonna redo the video and see what happens. Hopefully it works out this time around, and basically this is gonna be a movie theory for Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I'm gonna leave a link down below for those who want to check it out. And basically, the theory is that Ferris Bueller is Cameron's imaginary alter ego. Now, the reason I didn't do this movie theory on Saturday like I usually do is because of Halloween, a lot of candy, and also my comic book haul. So, yeah. Now, I'm going to, again, link down below for those who want to check it out. Now, there's a lot of evidence that points to Bueller possibly being the imaginary alter ego, imaginary friend of Cameron. First off, there's the fact that they both decide to take a day off on the same day. Now, some people say it's a little bit more of a coincidence. They possibly both planned this out. How did this come about? All that. Basically, they both decided to take a sick day. Apparently, there was a test that neither of them wanted to take. Some people say, it's a little bit too much of a coincidence because, given Ferris Bueller's attitude, he wouldn't care if he passed or failed the test. And also Cameron, he's very shy. He really wants to pass school. So yeah. Now some people say that that he just needed a break from all the stress, and Bueller's trying to help him. But Bueller being in his head, all the events that are to come in the movie happen. So yeah, some people say it's a little bit more of a coincidence that this even happened. A little bit suspicious. So yeah. Then there's the fact that there's Cameron's answering machine. Basically he talks to the phone a lot. Cameron, at the beginning of the movie, he decides to talk to the phone a lot, talking about his stress and what's going on in school and whatnot. And basically, some people consider this as self-therapy. Basically, Ferris is the only person Ferris is the only person who actually listens to Cameron, and which is the reason why he's in Cameron's head. So it's kind of a self-therapy. He's drowning all his emotions away to someone who's not there, and he wants someone to listen to him, so he makes up Ferris Bueller. So yeah. Then there's the fact of the Ferrari. First off, how the hell did Ferris Bueller even get the Ferrari? Because he's not really that rich. They're both teenagers, and even if and I'm pretty sure they wouldn't have enough money to even get the Ferrari with their own money. So how the hell did they even get the Ferrari? Now some people say that since Cameron really wants a car, he made up the Ferrari to be his car. He wants a Ferrari car, and being Cameron, yeah. Basically they state that Cameron wanted the car, so he conjured up in his mind that he was able to get the car some way, somehow, through Ferris Bueller, because Ferris Bueller is, the extravagant, lavish, extravagant kid who could basically do anything without repercussion. Also, another thing to point out is that on the license plate it says nervous, because that shows who Cameron is, who's basically a nervous person. So yeah. And then there's the fact of a phone call. Basically there's a part in the movie where they call someone, and basically Ferris Bueller apparently sounds a lot like the answering machine. How when you call someone and they don't pick up and it starts saying, "You have reached so and so. He or she is out, whatever. If you would like to leave a message after the beep." Beep. They say that Ferris Bueller sounds very similar to that noise, and that basically his voice for that is basically, they say that that's just some way of him trying to call someone he really wants to call but isn't really able, and then when they call him back, he doesn't have the guts to actually answer, so Ferris Bueller is the one who talks. Also, there's the fact that they do all these crazy events, most notably, twist and shout at a parade, and basically that's to show basically what Cameron wants to do. He wants to entertain people, but he can't really because he's shy. So he makes up Cameron to be this extravagant, lavish, brave, courageous man to do whatever he can't do. And also, Ferris Bueller is apparently a really good singer. I mean, I know in the movie it's lip syncing, but in Cameron's head, Bueller is a good singer, which is something that Cameron wants to be. He wants to be able to impress people with his singing and talent, and just get up on stage and just entertain people, whether it be a good or bad. Um, so yeah, he also does. Ferris Bueller also does hook up with Sloane, towards the movie, and basically they say that Cameron is the one who wants Sloane, but he doesn't have enough guts to say that he wants to be with Sloane throughout the movie, so he makes up Ferris Bueller to fulfill his imagination of him being with Sloane. Also, Cameron and Ferris Bueller do look somewhat similar with the hair and the eyes and the nose. They look similar. So yeah, now I don't know if it's the same actor who portrays them both, but yeah. Now there is one major counter argument, and that's Bueller. And basically the counter argument is like, okay, if Bueller doesn't exist, then why is the teacher calling for Ferris Bueller? Here's the answer. Cameron is the name Cameron is not his. Okay, the young man, his name is not really Cameron, but the young man's real name is Ferris Bueller. His real name is Ferris Bueller, but he takes on the persona of Cameron, who's the shy version, and he wants Ferris Bueller being the brave version, which is why he gives the extravagant version, Ferris Bueller, that name. And he says he prefers being called Cameron because he feels that name belongs more to a recluse than someone who actually is, extravagant. Now, some people say that Cameron is his middle name, which I guess makes sense to some extent. So, the young man is really called Ferris Bueller, and his shy side is called Cameron Bueller, I guess. So yeah, pretty interesting. That part of the theory, a bit far-fetched and a bit confusing to say, but it makes somewhat sense to kill the counter argument. Again, link down below for those who want to check out more on this theory. It's a pretty okay theory. I really wish the video wasn't having the technical difficulties that it did, but whatever. I'm happy to do it all over again just to fulfill my needs right now, or at least the needs of my channel. Movie theory once a week. So yeah, subscribe if you're not subscribed. Movie reviews, TV show reviews, comic book reviews, and movie theories is what I do mostly, or amongst other things. So definitely do stay tuned for that. Comment down below on your thoughts on this theory. Like the video, share on Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, or whatever you guys prefer. And that's basically it for now. This is Daniel Mart signing off.